So now for the field. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
So fans of Madden have been waiting for the day when they would truly get that next-gen experience, and I'm happy to say that Madden NFL 2008 is finally going to be the first worthy next-gen Madden game. And we're going to take a look at some of the new stuff that has been added this season. So the first thing, probably maybe the biggest thing, is the tackle animations. And they've actually added a lot of really brutal tackles. So now you have true game tackles, but along with that, you have really awesome mid-air collisions. So whenever you go over the middle, you always have the chance of having some painful tackle going on, and you'll actually see guys bouncing off of other guys, and you'll actually see defenders accidentally run into other defenders and stuff like that. So it looks very realistic, but there are at least 2 or 3 oh my god moments in just about every game of Madden now. And a lot of that is because of the hit stick 2.0. So what they've done with the hit stick now is you can actually choose to either push up on the right thumbstick or down, and up will get you a high tackle, which is pretty much what you're used to, but low will do a cut tackle, and that goes after somebody's legs. And that's when you start getting some of these crazy tackles going on and these guys flipping in the midair, because your guy will go dive at the ground, hit some guy's legs, and actually can flip him over. And while he's getting flipped over, you can actually get hit by another linebacker, so you can just see guys getting bounced around like a pinball, and it just looks painful. That's really the major change on the field. There's a couple other things that were added to the feature set, because that was one of the things that was really lacking in last year's Madden. So we have Superstar mode returning once again, but they've pulled back the camera, and they've actually adjusted the camera so that every position has its own camera angle, so you're no longer going to have those things where you try to play one position and maybe the camera was always offset when it shouldn't be. And you can actually play now a little bit, because the camera is definitely pulled back a lot more, so that when you're a running back you can see the holes better. When you're a wide receiver you can actually see the field a little bit more and know where to cut. But they've also added the ability where, yes, you can still create your own guy, but you can import your rookie from your NCAA save, or you can play as any of the rookies from this year's rookie class. So if you want to be on the Vikings and play as Adrian Peterson, you can do that. What they've also added are these things called weapons on the field. Now, they haven't replaced the statistics, so there's still going to be guys, you know, they all have their ratings, their catch rating, their tackle rating, all that stuff, their run rating. But now there'll be guys who are specific weapons that are basically better at something. Like you might have a running back who's a stiff arm running back, and that just means he delivers powerful stiff arms. Now, if your guy's not a stiff arm running back, he can still do a stiff arm. It's just not going to be as effective. So when you have a guy who's actually a weapon like that, he can really put it in somebody's face and knock those guys down. You'll just see it a lot more. There are more than 20 weapons in the game, and one of the cool things about playing that rookie is that he'll start out, he won't have any weapons. Like Adrian Peterson, even though he's great and has good statistics, he doesn't have any weapons to him. So as you're playing through the season, you'll actually be able to do the old mini games that you used to, but for training you'll actually be training them to pick what weapons you want them to be. So if you want Adrian Peterson to be an elusive back, you basically have to work on that and build points into that until he kind of gets that statistic, and then he'll be able to do like better jukes and have new juke animations that another player wouldn't have. So you can really guide the way that you want players to be. It's pretty cool, pretty deep system. Now, one big thing that they added in franchise mode that everybody was hoping for was owner mode. Now, it's not called owner mode this time. It's called finance mode. And basically, they've gotten rid of the whole thing where you sort of micromanage the concession stand and the ticket sales and stuff like that. You can monitor the income, but you can't actually affect it. What they have changed, though, is just the way, it's more of a GM mode in a lot of ways. So you better manage the progression of the players that you have on your roster, better manage sort of your finances in terms of your roster as well, and better forecast for the future. So you're no longer thinking about just getting under the cap this year. You can actually sort of see into the future and kind of create your own plan for the next 3, 4, 5 years. And yes, you can actually create your own stadium and adjust the stadiums that you have, and it's a pretty robust system, so people should be happy about that. So Madden NFL 2008 is coming out August 14th. Once again, you know you're going to buy it because it's the only NFL licensed football game out there. We will have a review for you the week that it comes out, but hopefully this is giving you a taste of what to expect. And look for a video review on the week of August 14th.